A mother's example of giving a foolish son a powerful medicine. I hope he can be more relaxed during his wedding. Even when my son urinates, I don't forget to pour in a bowl of traditional Chinese medicine. My son just pees and drinks medicine like this. At night, my mother gave acupuncture and moxibustion to women, opening your mouth to borrow money, because his foolish son caused trouble, need money. At this moment, my son got drunk in the tavern. He walked unsteadily home, saw a girl. He got drunk on alcohol and followed up. Philly spoke indistinctly. The girl was so scared that she hid in the alley. After all, he's stupid, not so persistent about some things, so I want to leave. But suddenly a stone was thrown out, almost hit him. He looked at it for a while. Then he left in anger. The next day, the girl was killed by someone. The body was placed on the railing on the roof in a strange posture. The police only suspect one person. It's just a silly son. The police quickly took the fall away. Mom, catch up quickly when she sees it. I ran a long way with the police car. I can only watch my son be taken away. The police's suspicion is not unfounded. They found a golf ball at the scene. The name of a fool is written on it. Faced with questioning from the police, fools with intellectual disabilities can't remember anything. It's not important either, because the police have already prepared a confession form. A fool just needs to press a fingerprint. Not long after, mother finally met her foolish son. Heartbroken, he asked why he had to confess his guilt. But the son lost his temper with his mother. I can't find any clues from my son. But the mother firmly believes that her son won't kill anyone. The next day, the police took the fall to restore the scene. According to the instructions of the police, smash the body, put the dummy on the railing on the roof again. This is a fool, being followed by so many people for the first time. He even greeted everyone with a smile. The mother disregarded and rushed into the girl's funeral hall, shouting that their son is innocent, but was grabbed by the victim's family by the collar, gave a fierce slap. The fool who was sent back to the detention center yelled to see Dajran. Dajran was his only friend. But only a mother knows where anyone is willing to be friends with a fool. Dajran is just a son he paid to recognize. To protect fools from being bullied, Dajran is a small thug, frequently causing trouble, and then let the mentally challenged fool take the blame. So could this murder also be his responsibility? Think of it here. Mother sneaked into a wealthy family. Sure enough, I found a golf club with blood stains in the wardrobe. At this point, there's a sound coming from outside the door. Mother quickly hid in the wardrobe. Dajran has returned. The man takes off the girl's top, completely unaware that there is still a woman hidden in the wardrobe. Wait until the two of them fall deep asleep. Mother, he tiptoed out, he thought, as long as it proves that the person was killed by Dajran, so his son can be acquitted. My mother is holding that bloody club, excited, and ran into the police station. But they were told by the police, it's not blood on the club, just lipstick marks. Hope was shattered like this. Mother walked out of the police station in a daze. Returning home, it's already dark. He saw someone sitting in front of the computer playing games. In a daze, I thought it was my son, who came back. But as soon as the person turns his head, but he was so strong that he forced his mother to give him 50,000 yuan, as compensation for today's incident. Mother can only take out all her savings. Dajran took the money. Perhaps it's a hint of sympathy in my heart. Just gave my mother a clue. Let him investigate the people around the girl, because this girl's interpersonal relationships are quite chaotic. My son on the other side had a fight in prison, because his mother called him by. My mother once told him, if someone bullies you, poisoning has taken an extra step. At this moment, my son suddenly remembered something. My mother was just about to inquire, but my son remembered when he was 5 years old. My mother attempted to poison him. He didn't die as a result, just became a fool. My mother suddenly became crazy. This is his lifelong pain. He needs to hurry up and save his son. So he came near the girls' school, accidentally encountering two thugs bullying someone. I heard these two people were also inquiring about the girl. Mom, hurry up and contact Dajran. At night, Dajran helped catch two young thugs. After a series of torture, I learned that they were looking for the girl's phone. Turns out the girl's life is difficult. There's only one foolish and drunk grandmother at home. To make a living, he has had relationships with many men. Girls always take photos of these people, including these two little thugs. After listening to this, my mother thinks the real killer should be among these men. He ran to the girl's house, find his grandmother and take some money, ask him to help find the girl's phone. Immediately ran to the police station to check the photos with my son. Sure enough, my son pointed out, one of them is an old man in the village who collects waste products. Mother lied about giving the old man acupuncture and moxibustion free of charge. Come and search for evidence. Perhaps there is an urgent need for an outlet. My mother actually took the initiative to talk about that night. The woman swung a wrench, cruelly smashing at the old man in front of him. Usually, he doesn't even dare to kill chickens. But now he kills someone. He lit the room with a calm expression, leaving the police as if nothing had happened. Quickly find your door, but not to catch him, but to inform him of the real culprit. Got the killer. There are bloodstains from girls on the clothes. This evidence is much stronger than golf, but there was no trace of joy on my mother's face. He came to prison, saw the so-called real culprit. I just realized that this is also a child with intellectual disabilities, and without any relatives or connections. Mother cried out loud in pain. It's not because I cried with joy after saving my son. but because of his deep guilt. So the truth of the matter is this: that night, the old man and the girl made an appointment to make a bed. Prepare compensation. He watched the girl coming, but followed by that fool behind me. The girl is angry. I feel like I've had enough of everything. Pick up a stone and throw it at a fool. Cursed profusely. A fool is an idiot. A fool only remembers his mother telling him, "Others bully you, we must double the amount and return it." So he picked up the stone and threw it over. Unexpectedly, it hit the girl on the head. Seeing the girl bleeding, the fool moved him to the rooftop. I think this way someone can discover him, and then save him. All a fool can think of is this simple. All of this was seen by the old man. Mother originally didn't believe it, but the old man had imitated his son's movements, continuously rubbing the temples. Mother completely collapsed to the ground. He killed the old man to set the truth on fire. The fool has finally been released from prison, but his beloved mother didn't come to pick him up. After returning home, my mother is also very cold. The dull fool is still happy to escape. Knees. Mother is planning to take a fool on a trip. When in the waiting room, my son handed him a needle box. It was precisely he who landed on the old man's house. There are also signs of burning. On the day of his release from prison, fool went to the ruins over there and played with a bus. Other passengers on the train sing and dance. My mother silently pulled out a needle, firmly thrust into the thigh. It is said that this action can make people forget all the pain. He slowly stood up, dancing selflessly with others. But can he really forget those sins?